You know, I just wanted to say a little bit about my readings in general. I mean, obviously, not every reading will resonate with everybody or in the same way. It may not be your story at all. I think that they, you know, I don't really understand how it works, but I think it has to do with who needs to hear it the most, gets the message. And it might be for a friend or a family member. You know, you might be hearing their story because they're close to you. Nothing is written in stone. You know, there's free will. There's change in circumstance. You know, and I don't think that these are necessarily all readings telling one storyline. So there are going to be twists and turns because of that, and also because of ever-shifting dynamics. You know, we can't pin the story down, and particularly not with, you know, the cards don't do that. It's a general reading. They give an outline that you might be able to fill in, and it might resonate for you. But you're the default power in this equation. You know, whether or not it applies to your story is something for you to decide. And you might want to go back if you're confused about the channel, or, you know, why things seem to be going in a direction you're not sure is yours, or you don't understand. Look at the description box, because I think I try to get it a little bit there. The only thing I'd written down that, you know, made it to the table was change the locks. You know, that has a sort of reinforce the boundary idea to it, but I'm not sure that's really the bent. Six of Wands. There may be sort of a redirection from something that wasn't working to something that advances the cause. Six of Wands is a card of victory, of movement, of, you know, being powered up, knowing what you want to do, and heading in that direction. Wands energy. Reaching for the star, you know. You're heading in the direction that you feel is going to be successful for you. It probably will. Magician. You know, the ability to manifest things into your life, into Wands energy, where you can do something about it. Magician significantly is always holding the wand. You know, they have all the energies on the table in front of them. They have everything they need to pull through what they want to pull through. If the circumstances are right, you know, it's about as above, so below. It isn't something we just pull off by saying, poof, this is what I want. But it might be a time to take action, you know, toward what is life-affirming. Is it these? Okay. All right, I'll deal with those in a minute. Nine of Swords. Somebody may have been trying to do things, but not going about it in the right way. So their ability to manifest was impaired, and they knew it. So they redirected, rechanneled their manifestation. Knight of Pentacles. Might be a different person. This is somebody who's moving pretty fast. Wands are a fast energy. You know, having perhaps freed themselves from some kind of conflict and you know, something that was really stressful. Now there's this optimistic leap forward. Tell us about the Knight of Pentacles, please. Eight of Swords. Ten of Cups. Well, you see, like, in both of these, there's an element of liberation. This one leaping forward, reaching for the stars. This one freeing themselves from some sort of mental cage. I think they're two different people. This is a card of Virgo, Gemini. Sword energy, like Gemini is an air sign, so yeah, I'm not sure it's two people. It might be somebody worrying about, Nine of Swords, about whether or not they've, you know, made the right decisions about how they want their life to go. They're definitely taking action and moving forward, Wands energy. And then there's an energy of slow going. 3D, step-by-step, reliable, slow, and maybe even tiring. Like this person, you know, this may be like the pit stop because the horse has got their head down and, you know, the wind isn't blowing, the feathers in the trees aren't ruffling. It might be a time to regain one's stability and sense of place. And it might be this one is liberated from some sort of constraint now to go forward to this earth energy person. See, we have earth and air here in the Magician, and earth and air here. You know, this one could be just living their life, going about their business, you know, working on stuff in a fairly methodical way. Incoming, but it looks like it's drawing on a very positive energy of happiness and connection. Somebody who may have wanted to manifest this kind of happiness in their life. I mean, it could be one person is now able to move forward. You know, they've sprung the lock to the trap, change the locks. Somebody may have, okay, let's see. Okay, more earth and air. We got more earth and air going here. On Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I think somebody has gotten free from something that had them apparently boxed in on all sides. And they found somehow like a loophole or a chink in the armor or a way out. And maybe now they have something to say to this earth sign person. Doesn't need to be an earth sign. It just is somebody who's grounded and stable and tired. and in some sort of pit stop, you know, where they're getting their work done or they're just living their life. What does the Nine of Swords have to say? I mean, it looks like it could be a Gemini saying, you know, I've freed myself from all my self-doubts, or at least from a lot of them. You know, I've been like ticking off the boxes of why am I afraid of this? All these questions. Why am I afraid of this? What's my anxiety about that? They're self-reflecting. And now they're on the move fast. 10 of Cups. I don't know why I'm like snorting with laughter, but we've gotten Lovers quite a lot. And this combination is just amazing. Happiness, connection, finding your person. This person may be saying, you know, I've done it. I can now tell you, you're my person. We could have this incredible happiness together because I'm free now. And I'm not sure the earth sign person is all a flutter about this. Because this one's flying in. And this one's like tired. It's a kind of spiritual pit stop, though. You know, they're not out of touch because Pentacles are very much about touch and, you know, 3D stuff. They're taking some sort of, you know, they're in a rest area, kind of metaphorically speaking. On 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Well, that's more movement, and that's communication, and that's being fired up for something back and forth, back and forth. This person may be deciding to move and somehow doing it in stages. You know, somehow like, here I go, 6 of Wands, and I'm going to take it kind of one piece of the pie at a time. You know, this looks to me sort of like carving out pieces of the pie. And it might be a conversation that's ongoing. Can't talk about everything all at once. It's, you know, it's fluid and not necessarily completely sequential. You know, we talk a bit about this and then we'll go on to that and then we'll return and talk to the, you know, it's a fluid conversation. Just like this is. Okay, on 9 of Swords, we have Hanged One. That's a hold-up, too. You know, somebody's seeing something from another perspective, and it's a card of Pisces that's, you know, a very spiritual introspection. You know, I've got to make sure I get this right. I'm worried about it. You know, there are a lot of questions out there, but I'm going to stay still and kind of plumb my heart, you know, immerse myself in my feelings. And I think that this person is scared to do that. You know, they're an action taker. They're all about wands and stuff. And then, because to be immersed in their feelings is also to recognize, sword energy, that they have a lot of anxiety about it. You know, they're raring to go, but they're anxious. And I think this is sort of an instruction from, you know, advice from the universe. Take your time. You know, you may feel an impulse to rush. And you're going to be asked, sword energy, there'll be questions about what you feel. So to some extent, This person needs to go ahead and figure that out. You know, not preemptively, but just be willing to feel what they feel, including the fear. Okay, what are we manifesting here? Hierophant. Something, a higher level of commitment. It's a major arcana card of higher power, of finding your way to the center of something and discovering it's yourself at the center. Can be higher level commitment, can be like a spiritual partnership, because this is highly spiritual too. Piscean energy. On 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Well, see, I always see this as a kind of steering wheel. It's having jettisoned, let go of things we no longer need in order to move forward. It's completing a cycle and moving forward. Out of the cage, into the unknown. I mean, navigating by the stars under the influence of some, it's a spirit animal. It's I think there are messages from spirit telling somebody where to go. But they have to engage in a conversation to, sort of pinpoint the destination. And it's something they need to do in cooperation with somebody else. It's a conversation. It's not like saying, this is the way it's going to go. This person may have done that in the past. Somehow wanted to take control of it. Tell us about the conversation, please. 9 of Pentacles. It could be a conversation with somebody who's in earth energy. Who's has faith in themselves. They could be single. Somebody could be saying, I'm single now. I've extricated myself. I've laid down the burdens, so now I can move forward. I can navigate this. This is where I want to go. And I think the earth energy person put in so much effort, so much time, so much energy, so much of themselves into some situation that they're tired now. And they have to, turn to their own life, their own self, their own, self-care. Two tens. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. It's somehow a new cycle on the way in. But after this, boy, we've been getting that a lot. Somebody has to figure out what they feel about this high level commitment. And if they want to manifest it, get over your fear, person. Gets the other guy. Get over your, calm yourself down. On 9 of Pentacles. on Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. From Ten of Wands to Ace of Wands. You know, this earth energy person may have already begun to head in a new direction. You know, not in a scattered way, but they just may have an idea or an inspiration. Eight and eight, Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords is 16, which in Major Arcana is Tower. Which can be, you know, a lot of things. It can be the demolition of an old situation that was unstable. It could be an epiphany. It can be a surprise. You know, this earth energy person may suddenly have this idea about where I want to go. Or some creative inspiration. Is it this one? Yeah, Wheel. That's another 10 card. This is 10 in Major Arcana. And it signifies, you know, the wheel of karma turning based on something somebody's done. And it opens up, you know, that's the Magician's wand again. After 10 of Wands, back to the one. Back to the one. That earth energy person has an inspiration for a new beginning, and you know, the key, they figured something out that allows them to move forward on their you know, karmic path, their destiny. Which is not fixed. So I don't get the change the locks business. I'm intrigued by that. And because this can be, sometimes I see it as a combination safe. A big portal somehow. Divine timing, which is another meaning of Wheel of Fortune. You know, you're on the right place on the wheel to end cycles and begin new cycles based on some kind of liberation. This can be from an old system of beliefs, but I think it's more like, you know, being open to the messages from your deepest core self. You know, when you're not afraid, when you're moving forward with confidence, you're communicating from that place, you're not afraid of your own feelings. You could be the other guy, could be both of you. Could be something you're going to talk about. I'm afraid, I'm ready to go. You know, I want to manifest this. Let's check in with higher power. So tell me about the Wheel of Fortune, please. Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess. That's that divine feminine energy of like plugging into the cosmic switchboard. The switchboard, you know, you know, receiving the download or something like that. Sacred knowledge. I think divine feminine has an inkling about this new beginning, this new direction, this new karmic path. And aces speak to the self, and so do nines. For myself. A new beginning for myself. It's divine timing that I close out these cycles. You know, that's what my intuition is telling me. We have the Magician, which is the one card in Major Arcana, and this is the 2 card. So we have sort of the masculine and the feminine expressions of how we connect with the divine and our powers of manifestation. I think High Priestess is somehow reconciling two apparently opposite things. What does that mean? Two apparently opposite things. That earth energy business. Page of Pentacles. There's a gift here that involves like a coming back to life. You know, the earth energy person, I think, was tired and needed to rest, to sort of get back online with their own intuition and know intuitively what's being offered to them and what they have to offer in this reciprocal back and forth way. It can be a lesson, a takeaway. Their intuition is telling them something, but not loudly. You know, they have to sort of, say, it comes down to you, to us, to the individual, to decide what we want in our lives. Pentacles energy. And it looks like something new, something inspirational, heading in the direction of the best. This is the best that the universe has to offer right now. Having closed out certain cycles and be able to kind of spring forward. Is this it? Past a block? Past some sword energy that was undermining this? This is a decision. And I think based largely on intuition. It's not really the brain weighing it up. But there is this element of self-reflection. I said that before and I don't quite remember where. This is a card of choice, and so is this. I think somebody may be making a decision, having thought about it, that I'll take a step into this potential 3D landscape. Somebody who's been pretty tired, but has gotten a boost in their energy and now has enough to be able to approach the possibility that this is the possibility that this is possible. Ooh. At long last. Based on some sort of conversation that pushes us beyond the crossroads and out into the world. But pushes us beyond some sort of indecision. And it's kind of like giving something a go, willing to try it. I think that maybe the earth energy person has made small overtures. Like here I am, hello. And maybe met with a lot of resistance before. You know, I'm blocking you. But now the ending of these cycles and something to say about a cycle closing out, burdens being put down, cages being sprung open, an entry into some kind of happy connection of a higher level, Hierophant, Lovers, Ten of Cups. You know, things are turning in the right direction for some sort of new beginning after wrapping up a really kind of burdensome cycle. There's now been this liberation in a new direction. And I do not think this will go quickly. You know, because we have Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. These are slow energies. Slow, stable, in 3D. But there's something in the psyche that like is inspirational. It kicks the wheel. Temperance. Another card of divine timing, balance, healing, and the idea of going forward into the unknown, protected. You know, on this karmic path, and it'll be different for all of us, right? There's protected, this isn't like a reckless, crazy turn of events. It's new, it's passionate, and in that same wand energy, it's balanced. The two cups here, you know, no extremes here. No extremes. I'm just looking for the old extremes. I think it was allowing fear, that sword energy, Nine of Swords, to block the path and to block perhaps some offer that was made by Divine Feminine. It did not slow Divine Feminine down. You know, they were self-reliant. They had great personal power, Ace of Wands. And they weren't going to miss the opportunity, this karmic path. And see the paths here? I don't know if you can see, but there are two sort of slip dreams converging in divine timing. I'm hearing doo-dah day, so I think it's probably time to stop. But it's a blend of two things, right? A blend of the paths, where each person's, what they've been through has led them to this point in divine timing. Things are going to take a positive turn. We have on the board Pisces in the Hangman, Sagittarius in Temperance, Taurus in Hierophant, Magician is Virgo, Gemini, High Priestess is Cancer and Libra, Lovers is Gemini again. I mean, these are really positive. And the laying down of the burdens, and then this happy ending. Like, all's well that ends well, or it's a protected path. It's a new cycle. It's divine timing. Okay, so this is Sag, which is that unknown territory business in fire energy. High Priest is Cancer, Libra, Gemini. I think that's all the major arcana. There's a convergence of some kind and a leveling up. Somebody's manifested, like, I don't know about the change the locks, but I think since this is often a lock image to me, unlocking destiny, finding the key and all these tens, big change, big dramatic forward movement. I think the earth sign is very stable through this, and I think that the air sign is energized. Some decision sort of set them free. 2 of Swords, 8 of Swords. They figured out the combination to the lock. Somebody perhaps had changed the locks, had, like, you know, moved the goalposts, or and or somebody may have liberated themselves, moved on to something else, and kind of blocked somebody else from, I don't think that's right. I think this is a positive read. I mean, it has some troubles. 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 9 of Swords. I think particularly for this one who's all up in their head. And they're coming into their heart now, into their heart. And the battery is yet again running out, so let me do this. I do go on. Divine timing. I think we're approaching the, you know, the time when it clicks into place. I think it's going to click into place. We'll see. I'll see you next time.